And let's talk about Shaun T, who, has insanity, all this other stuff. Well, apparently he doing sex work. I see he had his whole bussy out on social media. And no shade, but definitely Shaun is hot. And I wouldn't mind fucking him. Who wouldn't? He's a good looking man. But he's opening up about his marriage. He said he got an open marriage with his husband. And shout out to Gay Magazine, because I found this out, and this was like right after the show. And I was like, damn, this would have been a good topic to talk about, but good things come to those who wait. So we're going to talk about it here. Where he went on Angela Yee's show, Lip Service, and basically was talking about that he wanted to have an open relationship 2 years into he initiated wanting to have an open relationship 2 years into the relationship, later revealing that an OnlyFans subscriber offered him and his husband $80,000 just to eat the cakes. Like groceries, bitch. Now, here's the thing. If somebody offered you $80,000 to eat your behind, I'm sure y'all would allow it. Just like, look, and eating booty is no different, ladies, because I'm sure there's a lot of women in here. Y'all probably like, but look, this is, there's a lot of ladies that watch gay porn. So shout out to y'all, because a lot of women do get turned on from watching gay porn. I know a lot of y'all didn't know about that, but y'all gonna learn today. There's a lot of women who watch gay porn and live for it. And it's the same thing. Like, if a guy offered you $50,000 to eat your box, I guarantee you would not turn that shit down. I sure as hell wouldn't. That's one of my favorite things to do. But anyway, let's get to the clip, and then we'll talk.
Yeah.
Do you ever, is it monogamous, or do you ever bring other people in the mix?
Oh, we bring people in.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we have a good ass time.
We have a good ass time.
Yeah, and it was me. Like, we were 2 years into our relationship. I'm like, look, and this is where most people like clutch their pearls or gasp. I'm like, listen, your dick is my favorite. Like, I'm emotionally, like, I'm with you. I've never had a problem getting a boner if he just touched me or wanted to shut it down. But I'm like, your dick can't be the last dick I suck
Ever.
Especially if we're gonna be together for like
Forever.
the next 50 years. I'm like, yo. And I was like, plus I need practice. Like, and he wasn't fine with it at first, because he was just, you could tell why.
I'm just a traditional white guy from Seattle. So again, my parents are together for so long. And so you just have this thing that you're not supposed to do that because it's what you've been taught, or society, or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, there's questions of, well, am I enough? Or, what do we, let's talk
Fair
about
enough.
it.
And all in y'all mix.
Yeah.
Do you ever, is it monogamous? Or do you,
And so we did. I remember him talking about it for the first time. We were at my parents' house in Phoenix, and it was like, okay, but he made some really good points. Like, you're walking down the street in the city, you see someone that's attractive. Like, you see the people all the time, and it's okay.
And
to
you're
acknowledge,
hot.
right? So it's like, it's okay to acknowledge it, and it's okay to talk to me about it, because let's talk about it, let's explore that, and then move in that direction if we want to.
So what's the rules?
Yeah,
How does it work?
like?
Because is it
questions.
only if it's you guys as a couple doing
'cause I
something?
hate
Can you do
threesomes.
stuff?
There's too much going on.
But can you do stuff without each other? Like, how did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like an open relationship.
Again,
really.
it's we said we have no secrets.
No
It's
secrets.
like, you just have to tell me what you're doing.
Okay.
I always have to get the address just in case.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then, and
Because it could be the killer. I just wanted to point that out. You never know with these people on social media who you meet. All kinds of crazy stuff be happening. Let's continue.
there's something very erotic about him coming home and telling me what happened, or, because then it gets us excited that we do it again.
Usually
Like,
when
it's
we
like-
do it, like, we come home.
and so do it again.
Usually
Like,
when
it's
we
like-
do it, like, we come home and, like, if the person lets us film, like,
you gotta watch this.
you give the other
Yeah.
person a blowjob while they're
Hey,
watching it.
is
It's so
there
hot.
ever- Does it ever go from you gotta watch this or you gotta try this?
we pretty much have done everything.
No, we've done it all. Ain't
Okay.
nobody doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, that
He was
Everything
like,
you
what
wanna
haven't
do.
we done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this part of the platinum perks?
What do you?
Of your-
Nobody
of your
gets an
OnlyFans?
in-person service.
I mean, I don't know.
It ain't going that far.
we've had one guy offer us $80,000 to just eat our asses.
Wow.
He's gonna eat your ass.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a bad deal.
It's not a bad deal,
That
but
is the most
I
expensive
guess-
bag of groceries ever.
yeah. Let me tell you
Listen,
something.
80,000 to eat my ass.
that cake.
Like,
He said
like
both.
Meg Thee Stallion said, I'll do anything to get to the bag.
And you ain't gotta do nothing else. And the cash up front.
No, yeah. Listen, It never went through.
Yeah.
However, I was definitely considering it.
Do it again.
Usually when we
Okay, so look, I say all that to say, child, I am here for every last word they said. And one thing I will say this, shout out to Angela Yee, because one of the things that I've noticed when I watch other shows or whatever the case was, or whenever I'm on social media and I'm seeing like a lot of things trend, especially on other blogs and stuff, where they want to talk about, whenever you see these relationship blogs or these relationship podcasts, it's always coming from people who have the most ignorant thought process when it comes to relationships, male versus female, male versus male, female versus female, trans versus, heterosexual male, or any conversation that has to do with relationships or sex or whatever. I always feel like y'all should not be up on here with this platform because y'all just be saying some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard, and y'all ain't really been through no stuff in life. Y'all just coming from a place of trauma. You really need to seek a therapist. Y'all should not be up in here spewing this stuff because there's no resolution in what y'all saying. So one of the things I will say is kudos to Angelique for having a real, authentic, open conversation about relationships, especially when it comes to open relationships. Because I hear so many times, and I do agree with it's just like gays try to look into situations where y'all want these relationships to follow these heteronormative ideals of what a relationship is. When quiet as it's kept, straight people ain't even following these rules when it comes to relationships. A lot of them are swingers. A lot of them have open relationships. A lot of them be out here later or spreading wine behind a girlfriend or boyfriend back when it comes to situations. And I love the fact that they have this conversation where it's like, you want to know something? And this is how I feel too. I love you emotionally. I love your penis. I love your ass. I love everything about you. I love having sex with you. But I do not want that to be the only part of the anatomy that I'm hunching for the rest of my life. We have that emotional connection. You bring something to me emotionally and creatively and all these other things that no one else does. However, there's always going to be a hottie. And he's hot, but I don't want to be in a relationship with him. I just want to fuck him. And vice versa. Like I love to have that type of relationship because I don't feel like, in my opinion, and everybody can feel whichever way they want to feel about it. But me, when it comes to relationships, I am not someone that could sit and be with the same person, to just be in a relationship with the same person for the rest of my life because society says that is what it's supposed to be. When 9 times out of 10, like I was saying, society doesn't even follow the same damn rules. We always hear about people getting divorced because somebody cheating and irreconcilable differences, lack of communication and stuff. So I love the fact that he and Shaun and his husband, Shaun and his husband have had this conversation where it's like, you know what? I love you, but we need to look at our relationship in a different way versus me trying to follow this traditional sense of what a relationship is. Because for me, this is not realistic. And if this is not how you feel, you have the ability to and the notion to want to walk away. And luckily his husband didn't. And we don't have to make this whole shit about he a white man, so of course he gonna be able to do it. But if he was with somebody black, first of all, that's bullshit because I know black people, black on black gay men who are in a relationship, same gender loving, who have open relationships. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna make this about, because Shaun T with a white man, that of course is different. But if he was with somebody black, this would no, because they do it too. And relationships, regardless of the race, is just as messy. You just have to know these people. And when I was a kid growing up, like I was introduced to my first same-sex black couple, gay male couple. But I was like, okay, now being in a relationship with all this stuff could be possible. So I say all this to say, shout out to you, Shaun T. I'm very much everything he said in regards to like relationships and that whole vibe in that situation. That's definitely how I feel. So just so y'all know, like if you're gonna get in a relationship with me, that is the baggage. What is it? No, I can't call it baggage. Baggage seems negative. That's what I'm coming with. Just so you know. But everybody to each his own. But let me know what you guys think of this whole excuse me relationship, like what they had to say in the comments down below.